Hello, thanks for having us.
No problem.
So introduce yourself.
I'm Lavell from Levels Décor. I'm the decor manager here. I've been here 7 years, and the company is open 12.
Nice. So how many weddings do you normally do
Wow. Per day
How
we
many can you
can.
do per
We
day?
can do up to 4 weddings per day. Yeah. We have 4 different teams that we can line up.
Pull on.
And, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Wow. There's only like, wow. That's good. That's impressive.
And the funny thing is, each rep that you start out with, those are the reps for each functions. And we do have up to 4 reps, so we can make it work.
Understood. So I'm a new bride. I find you on Instagram. I love your work. What are the next?
Okay, so what we do, there's a consultation form that we email, or if you're already here, some people walk up, come into office. We give you a consultation form, you fill it out. If you have a specific look and feel of what you really want, you can also attach the images, send it to us, and then you start a quotation based off what you put down in the consultation form. And then we start the process of getting to know you, coming for consultations. It's a one-on-one, and it's free, of course. So it's nothing
free consults.
So I mean, we go up to at least 3 consults. I mean, we have brides who don't really know what they want, they change every minute, so they'll come in often than some, but I mean, we're open, so
You're able to
definitely accommodate any bride.
What would you say our moment was? The moment that you and I worked together on an event,
Wow.
and we're just like, it was meant to be. Because
It was at Trident, I think 2 years or, 2 years, a year ago. That was my very special moment with you, where something was going on at ceremony, and my girl, you take everything, you drop everything, and you just took off
It was a train.
Even the breeze was really, it was crazy, and I'm like, oh my God, that's dedication, and that speaks to us because we are very dedicated as well. Your eye for detail, something that we have, so like, I mean, like hands down, for sure. Definitely.
And that's something that I take so seriously.
Yeah.
If you're not on my level, or if you're not able to be at a point where you live, eat, breathe, dream about this, then we're never going to be able to execute that.
Correct. Definitely.
I find that we both work. Yeah, like you show up, you show up. It's what you're doing. We're coming here, we're going to do this, we're going to work together to get it done. And I love the teamwork, and your team is just so easy to talk to.
Trust me, your team is even better.
No, because we're annoying.
I would say annoying, but like, because our team is more behind the scenes, not many persons get to see what we do.
Yeah.
But having my guys maybe not interact with you guys directly, but like the energy from you, Ryan, Shan, like everyone, that energy is like, oh my God, I can't wait for the next event, So that I really appreciate that, guys. And like, even emails, follow-ups, all of those things is like on point. For sure. So that's really amazing.
That means we're doing something right.
Yes, you are.
So I know that your page is luxury, whole floral arches, hydrangeas, all these imported expensive flowers.
They love it. Like, as soon as they go on Instagram page, firstly they ask, are all these your work? And we say yes, for sure. We don't post any work other than our own. And they go straight to, I want this lush big thing, and then when you reach out to the budget, you're like, how can I break it to them that they really can't really meet to that?
Right.
But how can we make it feel like that,
So we do work with the budget.
So we definitely try to work with the budget. It's not easy sometimes, and some clients don't like to compromise themselves. So, and the look and feel, but at the same time, it is what it is. It also factors in the guest count. That plays a major factor.
Yeah, because it's more.
So more tables, chairs, centerpiece, everything out. But there's ways, just like here, and I'll show you, of how you can cut back
Right.
and still make it look nice. So whether you do nicer tables and lesser sense of florals,
Sure. That is beautiful.
or
Table.
so these tables we have, because we're also a rental company.
Right.
So these tables we have from 5,000 Jamaican plus tax, and then you can do maybe a simpler charger.
Right.
You maybe not need a runner.
But the table is nice and
Yeah.
it's all.
So you don't need this table. Don't use tablecloth.
Right.
So it's just a nice
That's
strong
safe.
4x8 mahogany table that you wouldn't really need
That's
anything but that, right? Then we have charger plates. So we have two different type of chargers. Here you're seeing the gold beading, which is most brides. They're a little bit more pricey. They're 500 plus tax. However, we have another type charger, which is the leafy charger. I think we have it somewhere here. So being that we have this set up, so here we have candles type, lavender, based on what's going on. We couldn't get florals, but we have fake florals here, but they still look nice. We have pampas grass, taper candles, floating candles, which are more cost effective than a taper candle, or a pillar candle, which it goes up. The thicker candles, so it has different sizes and stuff. So we definitely
love this, I feel that when you add the floating candles to any tablescape, it adds some elegance. Almost like
romantic
it's
vibe.
not even something you think about, but it just looks so good. It's such a great, which we know is like your signature.
Yes.
Because almost, I don't know that. Like
it makes
every
a difference.
picture
It makes a difference.
has
for sure.
the floating candles in them.
Yes.
So let's talk about, so you also have the gold butler.
Yes.
Right? Now, this is like a Pinterest stream.
Yeah.
They do cost more than the regular
for sure.
wear.
And most caterers, supply.
Right.
So it's not a need.
No.
It's just a want.
Right.
So you have to section out the want and then type of thing.
To get how much, but I mean, that's what we talk about splurging. I always tell my brides, where pick your, this is my must, right? This is what I want. I'm ready to splurge on this item. And then we can build a budget around that. So we say, okay, fine, if this is for argument's sake $500 and if $1,000 to spend, we know that we need to make sure everything else fits within $500 of our budget.
Definitely.
So that is also something I try to let them, build out and say to them that we need you to not feel like we're restricting you into that, and we'll take it from there. So you told me about these charts with napkins, right? These ivory napkins. I want to show our couples how such a small change makes such a difference in table scape.
We can definitely do that with using chargers.
Right.
For sure.
And this is the leafy charger.
Yes, Thank you. As you can see, I just took off the pampas grass, tried to lessen the arrangement to maybe 4 simple ones, so they still can get a little floral, but with candles only.
And what a difference this makes.
Yeah. Right?
So we literally removed 4 arrangements. Right?
And it still get the look.
Yeah, we got a more, well, I wouldn't say cheaper charger, but it is. But I mean, it's solid gold.
Really nice.
It's solid gold. You definitely have that, as you said, leaf, but another word for it. What do we call this again?
The reef charger?
The reef charger. Yeah. That's what you'll find it online. You see it all the time, the reef charger. And it just added a whole nother vibe to this table.
For sure.
So even though it's a simple tablescape or arrangement, it still looks really good.
And we can go as far as changing the chairs, but maybe another time.
For sure.
But this is what our mock-up room is for, and coming in for consultations, we play with the table straight through until the client is really pleased with what they want. Like literally table. Maybe sometimes they had the vision of seeing this table, but they don't want the table.
Yeah.
Oh, I want a table with tablecloth and so. So I mean, we have many different changes when it comes on to our mock-up. So yeah.
It is great.
Thank you.
It's really good. And again, it's affordable.
It is.
And we're not using, let's say this was baby's breath for argument's sake.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, you can have different types.
Right? And it could have been literally 3 stems of roses in each. And that color could have varied depending on what your color scheme was.
But here the thing with the trick with the color scheme. Many persons will have some weird colors and think that you can get flowers in those colors. You can't. That's another tip for my brides. Don't expect that if you have
Turquoise.
a burgundy or a turquoise, you're gonna get, or blue. I get that one a lot. It's not likely that you're gonna get an actual flower that is that color.
Or that shade.
Persons will have to dye it,
Yes.
and sometimes it's not nice. You know, it don't look pleasing
Honestly,
to the eye of dye.
The biggest issue I have is, you're right, you hit the nail on the head, where they have no issues with essentially spraying the flower, but not realizing that it doesn't look as good.
No,
right?
Accident can die.
Yes,
They will
and,
faster.
and Jamaica heat is not
It's
for
not,
them.
no.
Yes, you can get them dyed, right?
They
You
can
can
come
get them
dyed.
but then it's a lot more expensive. So you almost
Definitely.
triple the cost of the flower now that you've gone and got it professionally dyed. Because we have to import that. It's not something that is locally done. Now we're talking about flowers and importing.
Yeah.
So we know that tropical flowers are what is grown here. Right?
So they're cost effective.
Right. But now, normally some brides are scared because, they're bright. It's pink and orange and red and very tropical. That's what it is, the tropical flowers. And that's fine if that's not what you want. But we also need to understand that tulips, hydrangeas, all these amazing
fall
orchids, and those big orchids are all imported. They're not locally grown, which means now you're spending that cost of the importation, the customs, all of that goes
So
into
you're
that.
taking out of your budget
Just to get that particular type of flow. So that is something to be mindful of.
Yes, for sure.
And to know that, no, we don't have tulips in Jamaica.
So you can be simple
and
and
still
still
import
look
them,
nice.
right? But it's not something that you can get locally, for sure.
I agree with you. Yay.
All right, so this is this for this table.
Yes. So we have another look.
Which we're going to look at shortly.
Again, not with much floral, very minimal, and still giving you the look.
So let's talk about small tips. For my brides, I try to say to them, get rid of swatches. So whether it's the bridesmaid dresses, what's a particular color that you like, and I try to incorporate that. That for me is very important. I don't want you to send me a picture. I really don't, because depending on which phone or computer it's on, it looks different. And I like to give that to my suppliers so they can try their best to match. So the napkins, the tablecloth, the florals, they try their best to match that color, and that way it's cohesive. Because my turquoise and your turquoise is two different turquoise.
That's true.
There's several shades.
That's so true. And brides don't really understand that.
And that's
because they will say to me turquoise when they come for the mock-up and I bring out turquoise, they're like, no, it's more, I say Tiffany blue. So like their color scheme is totally different.
And I mean, to be fair, it's the first time doing this.
Yeah.
This is the first time that they're dabbling in this world.
Definitely.
So it's a lot easier when you have the fabric in your hand. You can see, okay, what's closer to what. I also like when a bride makes an attempt to start looking for what she wants. So yes, you can say, can you help me? No problem. But instead of us searching for like a needle in a haystack, if you start, putting the pins together and trying to find that cohesiveness, okay, I really like this, I don't like this. It helps us, one, to get the response back to you quicker. Two, for us to work on the final product. It definitely helps speed up the process. And that means you have an idea of what you want and what you don't want. So that really helps. Is there any other tip you can think of?
The thing, before I go, the thing with Pinterest though, persons do tend to get carried away.
The rabbit hole.
Like I have brides who go crazy, they change like literally. I have a couple brides who change 4 times the look completely. They went from natural to glam, and you're like, okay, once you choose the look and this is exactly what you're going for, time to come off Pinterest. Let's just focus on this and stuff. So that's it. The next thing for me, a tip is what I find challenging is the guest count, to be honest. Personally say, but that's not really decor, it is because one, they tend to increase their guest counts, saying that, try to once it, so for instance, they complete this look. This is the look that they want.
Right.
However, the guest count go up. They want to cut back on this look again.
Right.
Because now they're adding more
Yes.
people,
More chairs.
but
more chairs.
everything.
Yeah,
So they
everything
know
goes
they want us to cut back in terms of decor here, but still keep it because of the guest list. If you
Right.
get what I'm saying.
Yes, I
So
understand.
I
You have
want
to
persons
find them
to
people.
brides definitely manage your count, your guest count, get it out from early. I mean, stick to your RSVPs too, and you
Yeah.
come in with that
Yeah.
definitely, Chloe, and I appreciate that. Of tying down everything a month before is
Yeah.
a safe bet
Yeah.
for sure. So
We have to. I mean, at the end of the day, we can't. We're not. I mean, of course, we do Rotic every day, right? But at the end of the day, we also want to ensure that what you're asking us, or we want to deliver for you. And the only way for us to do that is if we have parameters to work in, definitive timelines that we can work within. All right, so we have a beautiful tablescape.
yeah,
Similar, not the same. This is where we have a tablecloth.
yes.
We have the mirrored
Runner.
run on the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Haha,
You don't
middle run. Sorry.
You don't necessarily have to do the mirror runner. You can leave it there
It's
because
very
it's already fancy, so you don't
Very.
really need much, right? Definitely the folk chairs. I mean, it's also based on your budget, guys. Don't just look at it and think it's expensive. We can always come down to your budget. Don't worry, we got you.
Vogue chairs not cheap. Done.
1,300 plus tax. Not a bad bet.
But they're beautiful.
Yes.
So sometimes what we've done is we will give like the bride and groom chair will be like the Vogue
The Vogue.
chairs.
And
Sometimes
then
we
the
will also
custom,
use
right?
so everyone else have another type of chair. So we've done like the main table, like the bridal party. So you can intertwine your chairs.
Definitely.
Let's talk more about this tablescape though.
Mm-hmm.
I love the tulips. I love the peekaboo hint of
Yes.
color. Even though the leaves are green, it literally adds such a nice touch.
Yeah.
We're back with the floating candles.
Definitely, because it's very cost effective.
Mhm.
Taper candles as well. It's just to give you, we just incorporate the candelabras, which is more of a grand look.
Mhm.
And it helps with height and so forth. Tulips is a little bit expensive because we have to import it. However, it's just one of the flowers that we have available today. So, I mean, we're just going to show you that for sure. We came back with our chargers. Not because it's a grand look doesn't mean that you can't use a cost-effective charger, because it does give you a different look as well when you mix it as well. So
And it's
Don't
solid,
get
so
it.
it breaks up the white.
yeah,
It
it
breaks
does.
up the table.
It does.
It doesn't give you, it's not as flat. As
Definitely.
dimension. And because the chargers are textured, it
It's
definitely
nice
adds
to
a
bring
whole
back
nother
the
vibe. I
vibe.
mean, look at that light on the chargers.
Yes.
It's glowing.
Okay.
Not there, glow.
I always said they're not glowing. I love that they're glowing.
What I like is the
Mhm.
small things. So I don't know if you noticed the candle holders on the other table weren't gold.
Oh, thanks.
Small changes, right?
Yes.
Like you don't really
give you
realize
the
that
gold
add to
reach.
the overall image, but it's definitely good.
Yes.
So lots of brides want to know, right? After the wedding is over, and all is said and done, and we said our I do's, what happens to the flowers?
Well,
When
so the bride decides wherever she wants to do with her flowers. She paid for it. It's hers. Anything she chooses, that's what we do.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
What is your setup and delivery time? I know that's something on your bill that people always say, like, why is this so expensive? Break that down for me. Why is your setup and delivery cost?
So
and labor cost so high?
I had to bring that money.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a question
So
that comes
no,
all the time.
and we are very transparent. So for setup, it's the setup and labor on the quotation is section in accommodation, the staff, food, all of those things. So it's everything together, so that you don't have to think about. Because I mean, if you check the caterer supplying meal for decor persons, it adds up,
Yeah.
and we're there from the day before
Right.
straight through to the day of, and of course as soon as you're finished we have to pull it right back down. So that's what our setup and pull down entails. And transportation is straightforward. It's really just a location in town or out of town.
And also what you're carrying, because if you're
Yeah.
truck,
So it depends on the size truck as well, the guest count and all of that. I mean,
Truck.
once you reach 200, that's at least 2 trucks. So
Right.
persons don't really take that into consideration
Understood.
as well. But yeah.
All right.
But thank you so much,
No problem.
ChloMo and
Thanks
the
for having
team,
Thanks
for
for
having
entertaining me.
Ansel and Sarah. Sorry they couldn't be here today.
No, it's one of those things. I mean, we're a family, and
Yes,
it means that
we
doesn't
are.
matter who's here, what's new levels,
Yeah,
we show up.
definitely.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.